Once again, Micromax is back with a flagship handset, part of its Canvas series of phones. A beautifully curved front glass and leather touch back greets you as you pick up the phone. First appearances indeed make this appear as a far higher-end handset than we are used to from the company. So just like one of our politicians, Arvind Kejriwal aka Aam Aadmi, appearances can be quite deceptive. So keep on watching as we take a deeper look at what makes the Micromax Canvas 5 tick in a full review. Design and build quality of Micromax Canvas 5. Though this phone is made up with plastic, metallic frame gives very solid feel to hold in hand. However, the phone plastic doesn't look great in quality, but decent. Come on guys, it's just a 11K phone. You can't expect Rajpal Yadav to do a James Bond movie. The back side looks like little bit leather type finished back panel. It's actually plastic being sort of shaped in a way to look like leather. The overall design and build quality looks decent. Device is very steady and solid feel to hold in hand. Talking about the display, a 5.2-inch Full HD panel with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection can be found on the Micromax Canvas 5, which we found to be reasonably good. The display tends to be fairly bright, so yes, you will be able to enjoy Sunny Leone videos properly. In terms of software, the Micromax Canvas 5 is running Android 5.1 with a custom interface layer, which is definitely not Cyanogen mode. For the most part, there is nothing surprising here. The phone drops the app drawer hierarchy of stock Android for a single layer. This means that all your app icons will be placed directly on home screen. Also, the Android control buttons are on the screen. The performance of Canvas 5 is based on its octa-core MediaTek processor coupled with 3GB RAM, which seems quite sufficient, although heating issues is associated when heavy games are played on the phone for a long time. Multitasking is smooth, lag-free, and as according to its budget, it performs well. A lot of people question the MediaTek's performance capabilities today, but the fact is that MediaTek's new SoCs are much more stable than their predecessors. While it may not clock very high, on first impressions, the phone didn't show any lags and the UI flowed pretty smoothly. Of course, the performance can only be judged after proper load is put on the device. In AnTuTu benchmarks, which is an all-encompassing benchmark, the Canvas 5 scores 31139 points, which are satisfactory. In Quadrant benchmark, the phone scores 21635 points. Equipped with 13 megapixel rear camera and a 5 megapixel front-facing camera, the hardware of Micromax Canvas 5 seems to be appropriate for the category. Both front and back camera have LED flash, which is a good thing. Unfortunately, software optimization lets us down. There is overly aggressive noise reduction that leads to a loss of detail. Video capture up to 1080p at 30 fps is supported, so no 4K or slow motion recording. The battery of Micromax Canvas 5 comes with 2900 mAh capacity, which is a non-removable battery. Remember, the back cover is removable, but not the battery. Battery life is not good, but it should be enough for light or moderate users. Connectivity options on the handsets include 4G LTE, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.0 and GPS. You get dual SIM card slots under the battery cover as well as micro SD card slot to boost the inbuilt 16GB of storage. There are a large number of boltware on the phone, which takes a toll on the built-in storage. On the Micromax Canvas 5, there is only about 10.7 GB available. which makes the micro SD card more of a necessity than an option if you are a heavy multimedia user. The phone also supports USB OTG based storage expansion. So, what is the final verdict? The phone seems competitive on first impressions, and considering that it takes on the likes of Asus Zenfone 2 and Xiaomi Mi 4i, but it still stays behind Coolpad Note 3, which has a fingerprint scanner in addition to 3 GB of RAM. The phone sports nice looks, performs well during multitasking and heavy usage, and comes with 4G LTE support. However, its average camera and battery life take away from the overall package. On first impressions, the Canvas 5 seems a quite essential budget device, and given the fact that it will be available both online and offline, Micromax shouldn't find it difficult to sell this one. So, if your dad thinks that online shopping is dangerous or he never lets you watch Shin-chan, then this time Micromax has given you a decent offline option. Please do subscribe the channel as we need subscribers to evolve. Also watch other awesome reviews which tells you the solution to dual SIM WhatsApp and real royalty of Apple. Comment your views and tell us if we missed something important. And what do you think about Shin-chan and of course Canvas 5 as well.